Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, May 9th, 2025, about 5:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to the Bitcoin market update today. We're diving into Bitcoin investing. This was laid on my heart this morning, and I felt like somebody might benefit from this. We're going to talk about the psychology of fear and greed. Bitcoin has recently surged past 103,000, marking a significant milestone. This rally isn't just about numbers. It's a reflection of market sentiment driven by fear and greed. Understanding these emotions is crucial for making informed investment decisions. Let's explore the factors fueling this surge and how our psychology plays a pivotal role in the crypto market. Understanding the psychology of fear and greed. 1. Fear and Greed Index. This index measures market sentiment on a scale from 0, which is extreme fear, to 100, which is extreme greed. Currently, it stands at 73, indicating a greed phase. Number 2, implications for investors. Extreme fear often signals undervalued markets, presenting potential buying opportunities. Extreme greed, on the other hand, may indicate over-evaluation, suggesting caution. And the third thing to understand about fear and greed is to consider taking the contrarian approach. And what that is when savvy investors often adopt a contrarian strategy, buying when others are fearful and selling when others are greedy. Top 3 reasons behind Bitcoin's recent surge. Number 1, institutional inflows. Over the past 3 weeks, spot Bitcoin ETFs have attracted 5.3 billion in inflows, highlighting growing institutional interest. And recently I heard Kathy Wood, who is with ARK Investments, say that we have just begun with the ETF inflows. We're just getting started. Number 2 is easing trade tensions. Easing trade tensions. The announcement of a preliminary trade deal between the US and the UK has boosted investor confidence, contributing to the rally. The third reason behind Bitcoin's recent surge is governmental support. States like Arizona and New Hampshire are introducing legislation to establish Bitcoin reserves, signaling increasing governmental endorsement of cryptocurrencies. So there are both opportunities and risk associated with the current market. Right now, as I do my morning update to myself, and I'm just sharing this with you, what I'm looking at, I'm using the AI-driven app Levels. I have it on the 4-hour time frame. You can see we can look. We have all kind of options, but I'm really personally been enjoying the 4-hour time frame. It seems to be just the right sweet spot for me. And if you've been following these videos, we've been watching this particular chart since April 25th, which is probably a little over 2 weeks now. you can see we have support and resistance. We're tapping at resistance, but I feel that that's when the greed kicks in. So a lot of the average people are, the way I understand it, they're buying at resistance, and we want to buy. The contrarian approach is to buy at support. That's at least been my perspective. As we navigate the dynamic world of Bitcoin investing, it's essential to recognize the influence of fear and greed on our decisions. By staying informed and understanding market sentiment, we can make more strategic choices. Remember, the goal isn't just to ride the waves, but to understand the tides. And one last thing, I was listening to Kathy Wood this morning on CNBC, and she was speculating about her 2030 base case scenario for Bitcoin and 2030 bull case scenario. Base case is like average, and she speculated by 2030 Bitcoin would be 700,000 to 750,000, with a bull case of Bitcoin speculated by her, what she said was around 1.5 million. A couple of things I want to share with you before we jump off is what I'm doing to capture some of this value, and something you can look into, not financial advice, but there are different Roth. There's different, in the USA anyway, we have what's called a Roth, R-O-T-H. There's a personal Roth, and then there's a business Roth. So anyone in America, if you have income, you can save after-tax dollars, you can save into a Roth, meaning after you paid your taxes, you take that money and you save it into a Roth, which will be your retirement account. The good thing about it is when you take money out of it later, there's no taxes. So say, for example, say you saved $100,000 into your Roth after tax income. Say it grew to $1 million. By the time when you pull that $1 million out, it's zero taxes. So a lot of times people, when you ask the average person these days about those kind of things, they'll say, well, what kind of tax bracket you think you'll be in later? Well, I don't care if I'm in a 40% tax bracket or if I'm in a 20% tax bracket. I'd rather be in a 0% tax. That's what a Roth allows you to do. R-O-T-H. There's personal Roths, and then there's business Roth. If you own your own business or your employer has access, you can do a solo 401k Roth. And so that's just something, not financial advice, just giving you something to think about. I got to jump off, got to get ready to head to the studio. I have a full day of training people. And with that in mind, I'll share with you my closing statement. Health is wealth. Without our health, come on. Doesn't matter how many Bitcoins or US dollars or gold or houses or whatever. Health is wealth. So consider taking care of your health. This channel was a lot about health. I do a lot of health posting and stuff like that. So be sure to consider liking and set your notifications so you can receive the updates and that. I also do have a free workout app. Fitness is my background, and so I created a workout. It's called Workouts, the number 4 all. It's a free app. I'm putting weekly, adding new workouts on it and all that. And it's a free download on the Apple or Android. It's called Workouts, the number 4, then ALL all. And that's my app. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. And if you're looking for AI-driven tools, check out the information. This has been a favorite tool of mine. I really have gotten a lot out of it. If you have any questions, let me know. Be blessed. Remember that health is wealth. Cash flow is king. We used to say cash is king. Well, I learned from one of my mentors that cash flow is king. So health is wealth. Cash flow is king. Cash is queen and credit is freedom. Be blessed, and I'll be back with the next market update on Sunday morning around 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Join me live if you can, and if not, be blessed. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.